Hi everyone, welcome back to today's tutorial on quadratic functions. Now, this is really an introduction to what a quadratic function is. Now, I'm sure in your previous understanding in grade 8, you will know that any quadratic function will be in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, sometimes you write it in the function format, so we will replace the y with fx, and similarly, it's ax squared plus bx plus c. So, what is really important is that the degree of the polynomial, in this case, is actually 2, right? Now, what is the a? A is the coefficient of the x squared term, b is the coefficient of the x, and c is just a constant term. Now, these are very important coefficients, and we know that in general they will look like a parabola. And how does a parabola look like? Let me show you an example. Now, in the first example, if the coefficient of the x squared, in this case the a value, if it's positive, that means it's going to be more than 0. Now, how does the shape going to look like? It's going to look like a U-shaped curve, yeah. All right, so you do expect to have a minimum point. Now, if the a is less than 0, that means like negative 5x squared, then you do expect a N-shaped curve. And in this case, you will get a maximum vertex or a maximum point. So those are really the two different shapes that you will actually see. Now, sometimes we call the vertex or the stationary point a turning point. All right. There are many names to it. So vertex, stationary point, turning points, or in this case, a minimum point. Those are legitimate vocabulary that we use to identify the maximums, all right, or the minimums. All right, and yeah, in this case, it is a minimum point because it is the lowest point on the parabola, and that if a is less than 0, then you do result in having a maximum point. Now, these two are the turning points are actually also quite special because they also act as the line of symmetry, all right, that split the parabola into two symmetrical sides. All right. So I hope in this introduction you are clear with what a parabola is and that you understand the basic concept of a quadratic function. All right, see you in the next one.